Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Nice to see you all here this afternoon. I'm Janice Brunson. I'm a reading specialist at Falmouth Elementary. And today I'm going to talk to you about writing. First of all, why do we want to write at home with our children? Why? Well, writing and reading are very similar processes. If you think of it, reading is when the words go in, writing is when the words come out. So in with the words, out with the words. It's a cycle where reading reinforces writing, writing reinforces reading. So it's a great thing to do. Often people perceive writing as being difficult, time-consuming, or maybe even a little bit boring. I'm here to change all of that. I'm going to start by reading you a short book about writing with your child, and then we're going to go through some of these activities together. I want you to notice that even though some of these activities might be geared toward younger children, if you have older children, you can gear them up a little bit as well. So we will start with our book called Just Write. You can write your name to tell people who you are. You can write a list that tells what you need to do. You can write a short note. You can write a long letter. You can write an invitation. You can write an email too. You can write a card to say, "Get well." You can write a big sign for all to see. Just write. And here it says lemonade. So this book has many, many ideas, as I said, and we're going to explore some of those ideas together. I want you to notice that all of these ideas are fast, they're easy, they're things you can do with what you've got at home. So starting with that, it's always a fun idea to create a writing box. So you can see this is just an old shoebox, nothing really fancy. You could decorate that with your child, write their name, make it personalized, and inside you can just fill it with things like, crayons, markers, office supplies. Everybody loves good office supplies, things like sticky notes or labels, some fun things like that, and keep them all in the writing box. Keep that in a special place and make that easy to use. Okay, we talked about writing your name. That was one of the first ideas in this book. And we know for young children, your name is the most important word in the whole world because it is all about you. So I'm going to show you just a quick several step process to work with young children on writing their name. This is my name right here. I've written it right across the front of an envelope. And this is called a name puzzle. It's a very popular technique for helping children learn the letters of their name and also for helping them to learn to write their name. So I'm going to take my letter puzzle. I'm going to place my name, Janice, right here. And then I have all the letters of my name here. I can take my letters and I can match them up. It's a C. It's an A. And there's an I right there. An E at the end. J at the beginning. Okay, so once I've matched my name up, and because I'm working on a vertical surface, it's hard to put them right on top, but you could start by putting the letters directly on top, or as I have just modeled here, directly below, and then you can practice. J-A-N-I-C-E. Janice. Your child can repeat that over and over, and then you can play a really fun game where close your eyes, I'm going to take a letter out, and I'm going to ask you what letter is missing. What letter has disappeared from my name? Might be hard to tell, but it's the E. The letter bandit has taken the E. So you can play this game with your child too. Once they have got their letters, they know what they are, then you can play letter bandit. Once they're able to match successfully, you can take those letters off. You can flip that letter puzzle around, and you can see if your child is able to actually put their letters out, again, without the help of the model. You might want to lay them all out on the table, see if they're able to put them back in order. J-A-N-I-C-E. Here we go. I was able to do that all without the help of the model. Okay, and now I've gotten pretty good at that. I can actually take a marker and I can see if I can actually write my name using that model. J-A-N-I-C-E. Okay, I was able to do that very successfully. And I could even try it without the model. And then I could flip the envelope over and double check. So that's a lot of different activities you can do just with the name. So to repeat that, you just take the regular envelope. These letters are just cut apart index cards. Keep them in the envelope, and then you can match them directly on top of the letters of the envelope. You can match them underneath the letters of the envelope. You can flip the envelope around, see if they can create their name without a model. And then the final stage would be to actually write their name on a paper or a dry erase board. And then you're able to try that with the model or without the model for independent writing. And then that's a lot of letters, depending on how long your name is, that you learn. And letters of your name are the most important for young children. That's the most important word in the world. Okay, we've also talked a little bit about making a list and how a list can be a helpful thing. We make lists all the time. I know I make lists all the time. I could not survive without lists. So how can you help your child make a list? Maybe your child really, wants to help plan dinner, and you might ask them to help you make a list for the grocery store. So you ask them what they'd like to eat, and they say, how about some pizza and ice cream? Sounds good to me too. So let's write that together. So play along with me here. I'm speaking with my child. I'll say pizza, pizza. What sound do you hear in the word pizza? And your child may say a P. You can direct them to say a P. Pizza. Then they might say they hear the sound of E, which is true. They hear the sound of E, so you can actually help them to put that down. Pizza, pizza. If we really listen, what else do we hear? We hear a t, 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 t. Pizza, sa, sa. And maybe an S, and maybe a U. So this might look like how a young child would write the word pizza on a list for you. And then you could go back and you can help them. Yeah, that's great. You heard a lot of sounds. I'm going to put pizza right here. This is how you really write pizza, but you hear all of those sounds in pizza. And our purpose here for young children, and notice I'm saying young children, is to start to listen, to develop that phonological awareness, that ability to hear sounds and associate them with letters. So pizza, that's what it sounds like. This is what it really looks like. Okay, and how about ice cream? Ice cream. What do you hear in ice cream? I. Do you hear an I in ice cream? Yes. What else do you hear? Ice. Could be an S. Ice cream. cream, ice cream. They might tell you they hear a K. Ice cream. So ice cream is phonetically how a young child might attempt to write ice cream on a list for you. And you can help them with those letters, and then you can go back and show them the correct model for ice cream. Okay, so we're encouraging that listening for sounds, and then showing a correct model, listening for sounds, and then showing a correct model. And once they've helped you with the grocery list, then you can put it on your Instacart order or do your grocery shopping, and then perhaps you might have pizza and ice cream for a special dinner. This list making works with all kinds of things, tasks that have to be done, but especially motivating for anything that your child is interested in doing. Perhaps making a list of things to take to the park, or a list of friends to invite over to play out in your backyard. So just helping kids write. And again, our goal for young children is not necessarily perfect spelling, it's sound letter relationships. When you get to the older children, yes, you definitely want to emphasize correct spelling. All right, now note writing. That was another task that we saw mentioned in our book here, writing notes. Okay, there's some, of course, obvious ways that you can leave notes, notes for people if there's a message, phone calls or something like that. But this is a really fun note writing activity. Note writing scavenger hunt. So as the adult, you can go first. And what you do is you leave notes for your child to follow. Once you've played the game through, then your child can write notes for you to follow. For example, okay, here's my first note. Look under the bed. Okay, so I'm going to go and I'm going to look under the bed. Ah, found another note. Here's my next note. It says, look on the TV. And I've even marked the spot with a little red X. Look on the TV. So I'm going to get up and I'm going to go look on my TV. Oh, look. I found another note. This one says, look beside the chair. So I'm going to look beside the chair. And now I found another note and it says, look in the drawer. Again, you can see the little red X there. It's helping me. I'm going to open my drawer and found one of my favorite treats, a nice chocolate peanut granola bar. So you can play this game with your kids. Notice that in this particular case, I was using look in the over and over. So that's very repetitive, look in the. So my child is going to have repeated exposure to look in the, and then I put a picture clue. I printed these, but you could quite just as easily draw them. And it's fun. 4 or 5 clues is really all it takes. When you have played this game once through, then you can give your child some blank index cards or sticky notes, have them write some clues for you, and then you can go and see if you can follow their clues and find whatever it is that they have hidden for you. So short, fun, good thing to do. If you've got multiple kids too, they like to play this game together. Super fun. Okay, another strategy we read about in our book is writing letters. Of course, letters, especially in these pandemic days, are always most welcomed by family and friends who we are not able to spend time with. So writing letters is great. All kinds of cards are great. Valentine's Day is coming up. This is called a sentence frame. I'm going to move it a little bit closer so you can see. Okay, sentence frame is, it's almost like when we were reading our cards and we were saying, look in the, look in the, look in the. It's repeated over and over, and then you have to add something to it. This one here says, I love it when, and then we could use this as a frame to write some other things. I love it when. So we're thinking maybe Valentine's Day is coming, right? So we could make a special personalized Valentine. I love it when, what do you love it when? I love it when mom hugs me. Okay, so we're going to write that. I love it when, I love it when mom. How would I write mom? What letter is that? It's an M. Ma, ma. Okay, there's an O. There's one more sound. Mom, mom. Hugs, hugs. Oh, you think that's an H? Would you like to come and try to write it? Sure, you come try and write the H. Yeah, you heard that sound. Hugs. I'm going to help you with that vowel because I don't know that you know that. Hug, g. What letter makes a G sound? Yeah, could be. Yeah, it's a G. Do you want to try writing it? All right. Hugs. Hugs. Yeah, you heard that too. There's an S. I love it when mom hugs me. Me. All right, do you want to try writing me by yourself? You think you can do it? Let's try it. I'll help you if you get stuck. Me. That's right. It's an M. What else do you hear in me? E. And then we put a period because it's the end of the sentence. And we're going to take a look and reread. See if we can touch those words together. I love it when mom hugs me. Very nice. Okay, and then you could actually take those words, cut them up, put them into a nice little Valentine, and you could have a little card that you could make for mom. I love it when mom hugs me. They could sign their name, and you could change this out, and you could put dad. I love it when dad chases me. I love it when dad tickles me. I love it when dad tells me jokes. Those great dad jokes, right? So you can vary this, but if you're starting with a sentence frame, you write that part and the child reads it over and over, and then you can fill in something personalized for a Valentine or for anything else. In the Falmouth newsletter, there are some other suggestions that are coming home. So feel free to use any of those. So we've talked about lots of different ways that we can take the ideas in this little book and we can adapt them to some older children, scavenger hunt notes, letters to friends, emails to friends, menus for shopping, for special ingredients for a dinner, ingredients for making cookies, invitations. You can take greeting cards, old greeting cards, and just leave the front, cut off the inside page, and just let that be a blank card that your child can write on. They can deliver letters and cards to friends and neighbors. Everybody likes getting something in the mail that's not a bill. So all kinds of fun ways to write with your child. And remember, what you are doing is you're reinforcing that connection. Reading is the words in, writing is the words out. Making one stronger makes the other stronger. So I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, feel free to contact the Reading Center at Falmouth. And happy writing.